Good morning. Welcome to Keep This in Mind, brought to you by SpectHealth.com. I am David Specht, and I want to be your health coach. I want to help mentor you to a place of health in your life. And the purpose of our show each and every day is to give you some tools that you can put in your tool bag to lead you to the place where you're wanting to go, and that is to become the best version of yourself. Today's show, I want to talk about the power of words. Did you know that words really matter, that they can set your mind in either a positive or negative mindset? The Bible says that power of life and death are in the tongue. And I believe that what we say, both externally and internally, really does affect how we go through this life, whether we go through with a negative mindset, being what I would call below the line, closed off, critical, or if we want to have a positive mindset and be open to new opportunities, open to new ideas, open to improvement. So I want to talk about some overused words and phrases that we can do a simple replacement exercise. If we start using different words in how we describe certain things in our lives, we will then start the habit of using better word choices that put us in a better mindset posture. One of my favorite ones that I love to tackle is the word struggle versus contend. The word struggle means that I am up against an obstacle that just I don't have the power within me to overcome most of the time. And so it puts us into a negative mindset because we feel like it's just too much to do. It's too hard to accomplish. And so we're struggling with it. I struggle with my weight. I struggle with anger. I struggle with money. Now, if we were to simply replace that word struggle with the word contend, now all of a sudden we have put ourselves into a mindset of, I can do this. It won't be easy, but I can do it. When you think of contend, I think of the boxing analogy, right? There's a contender, and the contender oftentimes is not the champion in the story until late in the story, right? They're the ones that oftentimes get knocked down first, then they come back and they have the setback turns into a comeback, and then they overcome. So by replacing the word struggle with contend, you're putting yourself in a mindset of, okay, I know this is a big deal, but it's also something that I can work toward to overcome. I have that ability. I can skill up. I can habit up. And so instead of saying I struggle with my health, now all of a sudden you say, I am contending for my health. I am contending. It puts you in a mindset of, I am getting the tools I need to overcome this. I am building the strength I need to overcome this. And so struggle versus contend. Write down that line, diet versus health journey. Now, when I was on my health journey, and I'm always going to be on my health journey, when I began to use that phrase, those around me didn't understand it. They're like, David, what diet are you on? I'm like, no, I'm not on any diet. I'm on a health journey. Here's why. The word diet in and of itself, while it was not formulated to be this, brings a connotation of restriction. I'm restricting my diet. I am dieting. I'm on the keto diet. I won't eat any carbs. I'm on the whatever diet. And so the word diet in and of itself has a negative connotation. It's I am depriving myself of something. I'm in a negative space. But when you start using the word journey, health journey, now all of a sudden it's an adventure. It is, I am moving towards something. I am moving towards a goal of mine in my health. I am doing what it takes to go down a path headed towards a destination. I am journeying. Now, the actions are the same, but the idea of being restricted in a diet versus working towards something in a journey really does hold power. And so just by changing that phrase will change your mindset over time to realize I am working towards something. I am not restricting from something. Another one, cheat versus choice. You see, when I say I have a cheat day on my health journey or on my diet, now all of a sudden I am negative, right? I have given my power over to the thing. I cheated. I broke the law. I broke a promise. I did something that is out of the line, the boundaries, right? Cheat. It's just so negative. Now, if you flip that word to choice, I have made a choice. While it may not be leading you towards your goal, you are now retaining the power. You're retaining the power within your own self to, I control. It is not controlling me. I get to choose. And so cheat versus choice, you see that now all of a sudden, it's a forward momentum. It's a forward leaning item. It is I decided. I have the power. And being self-empowered in this way will help you make better choices down the line. And the fourth one, and this is a big one for me, because a lot of us live in what we call a life out of obligation. We do things because other people expect us to do them, or we do things because we have some sort of sense of obligation. And we use the phrase, I have to do this. I have to restrict my diet. I have to go to church. I have to read my Bible. I have to go to work. I have to go to school. And the have to puts you in a position of obligation. It puts you in a mindset of, I don't have the power anymore. I am obligated to do this. And so you don't go into it with a positive mindset. You don't go into it with a sense of excitement. You don't go into it with the anticipation and the intention of doing the very best you can. But when you switch have to get to, I get to go to church. I get to read my Bible. I get to go after my health goals. I get to get on this Zoom. I get to impact the world through my vocation. Now, all of a sudden, you're placed in a much more positive mindset. And that positive mindset will affect your performance. Because when you're doing something out of, I have an obligation, you do the bare minimum to get by because that's all you're obligated to do. But when you're doing something out of a true desire that you get to, that you feel blessed to be able to, now all of a sudden you're going into it with a mindset of, I'm going to accomplish something today. So it's these simple word exchanges, and there's a whole lot of them, but if you will just take these and begin to apply these 4 in your life starting today, a little bit at a time until that repetition becomes a habit, what I will believe what will happen for you is that you will start replacing other things in your life. You will start to really adjust your thinking, because words do have power. They simply do. And so the way you use your words will affect your mindset and everything else that goes on in your life. It is really the key to everything. So choose your words wisely, because they do affect how you act, how you engage, and how successful you are. God bless.